Alright, this is Resurrected Hobbyist with part 8 of Pairs. Last time, well, no getting around it, last time James had just said he wasn't backing out of the relationship with Kitten. And Kitten's like, okay, so what do we do now? And I gotta admit, that's a good question. Because, you established that her father can, disassemble reality when he wants to. And he's not exactly fond of his daughter dating James. Or, I'm sorry, having claimed James. So, let's see where this goes. Now what? Now we seal the deal. He is way too cheery looking for what's going on. Like, duplicitous is the word that I'm thinking right now. He takes my face in his hands, his eyes trailing down to my lips before flicking to meet mine one last time. The human way. You got a fire suit, dude? You gonna do this in the pod? Like, what are you gonna do? And I guess that's the end of Kitten Pink's route. Seems so. Okay. Oh, right, I gotta jump through all this again. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I just finished Kitten Pink's path, so I'm just gonna go down the line. So next we have Dragon. So this is it. I toss back my covers and climb out of bed, reaching upward to stretch my arms. I've woken up in this dorm hundreds of times, but this is the closest I've ever felt to actually being certified. An excited shiver courses through me. What time is it? I glance at my alarm. I'd actually meant to wake up earlier, but I'm so excited that I could hardly sleep last night. So did you wake up earlier or miss your alarm? It's not exactly a hard lesson learned, but I'm well aware that the world waits for no one, not even the heroes that are training to save it. Okay, good lesson. I get dressed as quickly as I can, then check myself for neatness. They say appearances don't make a hero, but I can't help but think that it helps to at least look the part. That's fair. If you show up to save people looking like a slob and you say do something, they're going to look at you like, okay, why? Do you know what you're doing? Speaking of appearances, where's Glamour? I grumble under my breath as I check my door comm, but there's nothing. No pings, no knocks. It's annoyingly silent, which can only mean one thing. I have to go wake him up. Yay for partner roles. Only you would sleep in on the most important day of your life. Okay, points for the sprite image there. Definitely got the you annoying SOB kind of look. Ricardo. I shake him on the bed, waiting for a reaction. Silence. And Carmelita does not look like the kind of person who's going to be gradual or gentle. Ricardo, I know you're ignoring me. Just get up already. I lean in close to listen, but I can't hear anything from inside the cocoon of blankets. Interesting metaphor. Maybe it's an illusion he's left behind. Excuse me, and he's already in the training room. Maybe, but I doubt it. I mutter under my breath. Now that would be a miracle. I shake him again. Oh, come on. You already know analysts hate latecomers. He will definitely dock points from both of us. There's an overdramatic groan from beneath the sheets at the mention of our team leader's tag. I can practically see the look on his face right now, half asleep, bleary-eyed and not at all what a hero in training should look like on his first unsupervised mission. Ricardo, you get ready right now, or else I'm dragging you into the bathroom and scrubbing you myself. You are not making me late again. Well, as far as wake-up calls go, he pushes the sheets off, my estimation of his expression so dead on that I consider moving to the mental ability study track. Okay, I'm up. You don't have to wake up the whole dorm. I force my eyes down. Ricardo always sleeps shirtless. It didn't bother me before, but recently... I hurry to speak, trying to concentrate on anything but his body. Thankfully, he studies into the bathroom, speaking through the door as the sink turns on. What's the rush to get started? We'll be doing this for years. That's no way to look at it. We're training to become certified, Ricardo. We'll be polished master naturals with clearance to protect the world. I let out a sigh. You know what Devender says? We have to give it our all every single day and become the best we can be, or else something terrible could happen. I really hope she's paraphrasing that, because if that's actually what Devender says, he needs to take some courses in philosophy and public speaking. Badly. He opens the door, toothbrush in hand. Like me losing all my beauty sleep? As if there's a need for it at this point. I make a face at him. The face that I can't see his whole chest helping me to be more neutral. I make a face at him to... the fact that I can't see his whole chest helping me be more natural. Okay. Worse. Hurry up. You know Analyst is waiting for us in the training room. He shuts the bathroom door again. Considering it takes nanoseconds for him to arrive anywhere, I don't think waiting for us is a big deal. When he comes out, he's dressed in uniform. Glamour. Reporting for duty, Dragon. Despite the nervousness in my stomach, I beam at the sound of my tag, glad that he finally remembered. Dragon. At the sound of the warning bell, I click my heels together and stand up straighter. Dragon and Glamour, reporting. Dragon and Glamour, reporting. The room is empty. Analyst's voice booms through the speakers. You're late. I resist the urge to shoot Ricardo a dirty look. Sorry, sir, It's my fault. I overslept. The robotic voice is slightly dry. Whose robotic voice? Analyst or Ricardo? Surprising. In my excitement, I reach over to squeeze his hand, more out of habit than anything else. He shoots me a surprised glance. My thoughts of the mission keep me focused and excited, and for once, the nervousness I've been feeling around Ricardo dissipates. I can only what kind of assignment this will be. Infiltrating Nayan ships? Space atmospheric entry patrol? I glance at Ricardo, but as usual, he seems nonchalant at best. I try not to let it bother me. It's okay, after all, I'll just have to be excited enough for the both of us. Yeah, because that doesn't sound like it's setting up a problem at all. Dragon, step forward. I'm there before he finishes the sentence. Glamour, step forward. Your field assignment is data extraction. 2 folders slide out from the wall. A realization dawns on me. Wait just a second. This is a joint mission? Ricardo voices my worries, even if they aren't worries for the same reason. Since we started dating, I haven't been able to really be natural around Ricardo. I don't know if a joint mission is the best idea. I can't say that, though. That is correct. Your files on the details have been ported to your dorms. You are to develop profiles and file reports on citizens from pre-selected zones. The details you need to acquire are in the file. Understood? I nod, smiling. Understood. How exciting. When I look at Ricardo, somehow he's managed to keep a straight face in spite of his obvious sarcasm. Data collection is a vital part of espionage, Glamour. If all goes well, you have less than a year before your team debuts. A little more pride in your work will take you far. Fine, but my concern is that I've never held an illusion while trying to deal with so many unknown factors, especially not if I'm distracted, chatting it up with the locals. You wish to delay this assignment? No, he doesn't. I look at Ricardo, trying to communicate with my eyes how badly I need him to say yes. Even if I'm nervous around him, I still want this mission more than anything. Dragon, you're worrying for nothing. You've kept up my illusion with lots of people around us plenty of times. He looks doubtful. Maybe so, but I was concentrating so hard that people thought I couldn't speak. Don't you remember? They used to call me your silent watchdog. Ooh. See, personally, I would be concerned because there's a big difference between concentrating in a controlled environment with multiple factors and concentrating in an uncontrolled environment with multiple factors. But Dragon is very exuberant, very high energy, very spirited. She definitely strikes me as a I'm going to jump and then worry about how far the fall is kind of person. So I'm going to say I'll be fine with you. Because I feel like that's going to be her way of trying to push into it while being comforting. Even though in reality it's not comforting at all. I glance at him, my smile a little shakier than I'd like it to be. It's not like I'm going alone. As long as you're there, I'll be fine. He looks torn, rolling the words in his mind. But I might not always be there, Dragon. You said it yourself. We have to be the best we can be, and that means being able to take care of ourselves. Are face-obscuring masks not an option? I mean, I'm just saying, like, cool, stylish, full face helm or something. Something that, covers her, more alien aesthetics. Well, I can most certainly take care of myself. He lifts an eyebrow, forcing me to relent. My translocating skills have gotten way better than they were 3 years ago. Fair. For objects. Look, if the Council doesn't have an issue with giving me a mission knowing how my powers are, then you should leave it alone too. I mean, I'm learning. She's not wrong. A smile playing on his lips. He finally sighs, defeated. I know you are, Dragon. Just like I know you, how much is at stake. Just like I know how much is at stake. Good Lord, I don't know why I had such a hard time reading that. I try not to feel huffy. If Analyst didn't think I was ready, he wouldn't have given us a field assignment in the first place. Fair point. Follow the orders of your leaders, and until given reason otherwise, assume that they know what they're doing. Just because it's a joint mission doesn't mean he doesn't believe in me. We'll see. Does it? I shake off my doubts. I won't mess it up. I just want you to be careful, okay? Fine. Analyst, is there anything else? There are no more details in the file, but I'll give you the basics. Dragon, my back straightens. Yes? You will find a target and build a rapport with them. Infiltration data execution. I feel the excitement coming back, warming me from head to toe. Got it. Glamour, your backup detail. Your primary charge is to maintain Dragon's illusion, and if necessary, come to her aid. I'm always leery of operations that focus on one person with everyone else being support for that person. You have been assigned a target as well, but if you are unable to complete this aspect of your mission, it will not be counted against you. Okay, so he is a backup. Excuse me. Can do. Dragon. At another time, you'll also be performing a dead drop with your translocation when the main objective is complete. Please ensure that your translocation is up to par. The location will be sent to your personal record. Are your objectives clear? I nod, reviewing them in my head. Main objective, get a profile on the target. Secondary objective, translocate to the drop-off point. Main objective, shield dragon. Secondary objection, find me a BFF and get them to pour their guts out. I like Ricardo's description better. Analyst ignores Ricardo's mocking tone. I try not to let his utter lack of respect for our work get me down, as usual. Maybe if he learned to like it, then I force myself to refocus. Good. Retrieve your files and report to your destination by 0900 hours. Dismissed. If I could have squeezed Analyst in a hug, I definitely would have. Thank you, Analyst. Later, Annie. Another warning bell sounds, ending the transmission. My eyes wander over to meet Ricardo's. Both of us hesitate, but it's Ricardo's who breaks the silence first. Do you want to meet me in my room in an hour? I nod slowly, my boldness spent. Yeah, I'll see you then. He smiles warmly at me, but my heart is still pounding in my ears, even after he goes. What else? Should we bring any other equipment? I think we're good, actually. It's our first assignment. I just don't want to get there and find out we need something else. Didn't we talk about this? He places his hands on both of my shoulders and stares into my eyes. Say it with me. We will be fine. We will be fine. Nothing out of the ordinary is going to happen, and if it does, you're a hero, right? You know what to do. Are you convincing her or yourself? I break eye contact, looking down. He's too close. But just in case, he releases me, pulling his hands away with a somewhat reluctant expression. Relax, Carmelita. Seriously. He hands me the thin, flexible holographic sheet shining slightly under the dorm lights. Alright, I can do this. I clap my hands together, then pull them apart in one fluid motion, a light rimmed circle of darkness appearing between them. Seeing Ricardo flinch beside me, I wince. I forget sometimes that pocket portals make his ears pop. Tossing both of our files aside, I pinch it shut. Then stick Ariadne's wallet into my pocket. Okay, we're good to go. I look at him expectantly. Right? He looks me up and down. Wrong. Huh? I look down at myself. The glamour. Right. I'm so jittery I almost forgot. I wonder why I put on clothes when I've got you around. I admit that's a valid question. I'm just trying to decide, if I were in her position, would I worry about clothes or would I not? I mean, on the one hand, not worrying about clothes is one less thing I have to worry about. On the other hand, clothes tend to have a utilitarian function on some level. I'll just sum that up by saying support and storage. Minus clothes, certain parts of the body are not going to have the support I would prefer that they have, and I'm not going to have the storage options. And we'll just leave it at that because I don't want this video to get flagged as adult content. He opens his mouth like he's going to say something, then decides against it. his lips quirking into a grin instead. Might not be so bad for me. I almost asked why, but then I realized that he can see through his own illusions just fine. I kind of saw that coming, no pun intended. I let out a nervous laugh. You're hilarious. I try. He tilts his head, eyeing me. What's the order of the day? What do you mean? I'm supposed to be an Earthborn Nan, I know. I was there when you read your file. But I was asking you about in the meantime. If you don't want to put on that disguise right this second, you can wear some face more comfortable. Just until we get a little closer. So I'm going to be a little bit cruel, and I'm going to end the video here. So, my first impressions for this route is... Okay. What I'm about to say is probably going to sound a little bit cruel or mean. I don't intend it that way, and I'll explain. Right now, I feel slightly misled. The character I picked was Dragon. But beyond Dragon being very exuberant and energetic, so far this is more Ricardo than Dragon. I've gotten a much better sense of Ricardo as a character than I have of Dragon. He's a little melancholy, somewhat irreverent to analyst and being a hero. If I had to guess, I'd say he's under a fair amount of stress, possibly emotional, definitely physical. How much of that is tied to his illusionary powers, I'm not entirely sure. But he definitely gives off the vibe of someone who, how do I put this? He's the person who feels like he has to clean up after Dragon. I think is a good way to put it. And it's kind of weighing on him a little bit. Maybe the little sister that doesn't listen to the big brother kind of thing. Either that or he's a plant and has been sent to monitor Dragon, and he's just getting exacerbated with the assignment. I can kind of see it going either direction. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Be sure to join me for the next part of Pairs.